Now, let me show you who J.A. Kufuor is. Yati krom ha. Mo enkwara no mo ba no beti history gitingiti bi. Na mo adwene am say yene penifo na mo beto ye no ye ka asem a yenim de ye ka. Ope one of the greatest criminals on Medi Ghana so a and I say Ghana be doing that J.A. Kufuor. Yes, because there are so many things, facts under his leadership. A track clearly said he's not supposed to be a statesman in Ghana. And then I've drawn the line. And then Ameka Kufuor as a husband, as a father, as a grandfather, as a family head, I respect him. But as a politician, Kufuor is a criminal. Yes, or a Kufuor. And nobody can contest that because the facts are clear. As an MPP member, a card-bearing member of the NPP, I will keep my word every single day, and it needs to be recorded in the history of Ghana because Kufuor Krono be boy, you know, so President Bi Bobi Okroma anka ende Ghana ne etin kentia. Kufuor is the greatest political criminal in the history of Ghana. The only thing I want the fact make am say boy, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Kufuor today. Maybe Kufuor, the cunning nature, the lies he told you people, the way he amassed wealth, conflict of interest, nepotism, clear corrupt practices, Kufuor siphoning, making sure our state facilities. Kufuor my anything. So you people, at the end of the day, I am be munsi way any power. No, but I am here say, the Amoyano, Kufuor because we are about to expose Kufuor. You want to be 20 years, 21 years. I'm going to take Kufuor some. I'm going to share the detailing. Nyoma Kufuor ya ne dangerous. And the politician be ya anka Ghana ebe butu. And so young people in the MPP, bebre bonim ena Kufuor be the president 25 years ni. 25 good years. Why are we not protecting the Kufuor who just left office? I didn't think I could protect the Kufuor. If we say no more bonia Kufuor, yeah, no MPP for Santifone person kataso. Mumu bi mo bodam. Muntie me. Ana matese nkoko kasa. Me say mumu bi no mo bodam. Mo ba na mo be ka de Kufuor ne boni na e wo krata so no. The facts no. Na maka kire inchirima say papa wey ono na abo Ghana form. Then we start to move forward. Na ahwode amudi defend Kufuor no adena mo fa bi defend Kufuor do. Ahwode na amonya na mudi defend Kufuor. Adena mo fa bi defend Kufuor because Kufuor is a toy. He's a toy president. That guy is basically a dwarf who does not respect the rule of law. Go and defend the Kufuor. Adena mo try Kufuor weja. Moko baby muji se nipa dodo no enim history no. But you see, our job here is to sell the message to the people. Use the fact to let people know. Dream our politicians say dear. It is a majority must say money message. The strategy is more sympathetic vote. Intia more for Kufuor don ka. Today you people are shy to defend the Kufuor don kwasiafo mo Kufuor Benjamin Bre obuye fast because na Facebook ni wo obuye fast because na Twitter enshare effective obuye fast because there are no records me anka me nyewe but mo MPP for them we jimi ntina mpese Ghana for hu nipa Kufuor ye na yesenya another person say Kufuor politics man Ghana bebo. And I've said, and I'm going to say this again, Kufuor as a husband, I respect him. Kufuor as a grandfather, I respect him. Kufuor as a family head, I respect him. Kufuor as an Ashanti, I respect him. But Kufuor as a politician is a criminal. He's one of the greatest criminals we have ever had to lead Ghana. And nobody can change my mind on that because the facts are there and clear. 2024 me boso, but ana mumu enkorani bi na munim Ghana political history no ana ana muma nkwasiafo bi on say de me anwumre Kufuor. You know why? Because ankanya mo a anka we de nka memeka mwajimi nti mo de mo papa na ne nsa akɔhye binim mo MPP fo na ba omiankola ne Samira Jantre no me se mwajimi nti mo de mo papa Kufuor ne nsa akɔhye binim, and that is what you do today. The damage J.A. Kufuor did to Ghana, the nonsense we experienced under Kufuor, the clear-cut manipulation of the system, stealing us daylight robbery, creating opportunities for his cronies to steal from us. That is what I'm talking about. Into Kufuor Yesu. Adam Williams say, Now maybe I'm on Korana ma munim kufuor. Ma mention the kufuor ya kakra, and right now we are going to have the kufuor episode on this platform. And I'm going to say mona mokaka kufuor ko na dakem because kufuor no na nkompese sa anyomo ye beka ka kire inchirima no mo hu se sa na ote. Ba mo Samira ba omiamma Mahmudu ba omiamma mu na makofa ba me ko I'm a nice guy. Na menche history kakra ba kufuor kro no be boy detailing kakra mumu bebre no asantifo ni bi MP before mu nti brofo nti ya kenkan krata na monti ase ende mekan na madwudwam Kevin Taylor me den mo bodam na me betia no oye se obi da hwemi hwade Mati Kufuor Hotel, Kufuor, Chief Kufuor, sole owner of Hotel Kufuor. But when him details of Kronwa Kufuor, Edisa Hotel we bo Ghana. Hey, when him de Kufuor, or the crop is a Cuban ke hanging da da. Kufuor occupy China and ke jelino. Kufuor and North Korea and command the Hamas on the Kong. Yana ye jibintini so kwasi asam so Ghana. There are so many people who came to lead us and they are not supposed to be walking on the streets of Ghana. Yes, because of the damage they did. Hey, Mujin say in town ya de chechire mai. Sabio obi anyiri nti odi boni ama me yanka. You are the cause of Ghana's problems. Mon korani binu. Ndi doti and say adenti na mo betenase mon keka we nyina nkyere ma Ghana fo hu the kind of people you are, the MPP, the kind of people you are. But when you come and where you say and where internet ka ko meji meeting me hwe abomoto na we bunko to dwe mo bodam na me who have I offended? Why am I anybody? Oh, because I am telling the people the gospel truth. Now this issue nipa bebre atia way, oh, Kufuor Hotel, Kufuor utie details the woman na ebetwa wonsunum. Let me show you something. That issue I friend of Hotel Wawa Airport West Hospitality Company Limited Kufuor emma ebieye. Ma me show and aswan be ka we ebia what Kufuor Hotel Kufuor de andian omonka details ncho because omo so mo kire we here wu Kufuor obubefu. Now in some of the calendar nyina no for president Omaba nefa just to put na sefa yefa se John Mahama na yefa to ton sanken den kwase afom de radio so TV so Facebook ni TikTok 88 no sankom beka de omo kana hwade. Let me show you this. Now establishment of the company Shraj Findings Kufuor ede using ma area Ghana sika esa the state banks sika eto hotel ema no ho tie me Kufuor ema ne mabie companies ena in the Shraj report no companies no bie no Kufuor ma mienu ena na company yo dia na dia e wan say Kufuor at the state agencies banks e ya buy banks ena omo di sika ma omo to e de eto sa hotel no na Kufuor na ye president. Now the commission found that one, AWHCL, that is the Airport West Hospitality Company Limited, incorporated in 2002 and was used as the vehicle for the acquisition of the hotel. Sa company near Freno, Airport West Hospitality Company Limited, 2002, and yet see, and I go for the president. Now, sa company no mutie no, and no the fast so to sa hotel no. Strategy ben no fast to the hotel no. Now, report wedding or say Chief Kufuor established a company, the Airport West Hospitality Company Limited, as a vehicle for the purchase of the hotel. It's Chief Kufuor on an AJA Kufuor ba or could be a company. And or this company no eto hotel. Nani papa na ye president. How did he raise money? Onya sika wain. Chief Kufuor, how much was he worth? Ne papa be di president year ben 2002 no be a company. And or the to hotel. Nani sika wain. The guarantee a chest of the hotel the free hina buy. Obeka jam say me and Kufuor ho asem. E wi say me Kufuor lazy. Inti na nka ma betina no meji mi fanti nti me me pacha wo. Me me pa wan acha wo. Na me chira wade. Details na me dey ma wo no. Now, Shraj Findings Strike stated that at the time of investigation, John Kufuor was the sole shareholder. Sa company near friend Airport West Hospitality Company Limited no. Na John Kufuor nkwa na shareholder. Sa company kakraka ebeto a hotel worth billions na nipa ba ko pe ene dia. One person. J.A. Kufuor ba John Kufuor. Onu nkwa na ene dia. Now sole signatory and one of the directors tie now no one signature and a command sa company no and at the end of the day or you're one of the directors meaning na nipa ba ko bi ka ho and emo mu mienu ye hotel ba ko shareholder and ba ko director why na director. The sole shareholder as of the time of investigations was Chief Kufuor, who was also a sole signatory. The report further stated Nana Ama Kufuor was the other director. Nana Ama Kufuor is Kufuor's daughter. Chief Kufuor is Kufuor's son. Nana Ama Kufuor Kufuor baba. Chief Kufuor Kufuor babema. Omu mienu nkwa ne bie hotel company no. Bema no ena ni signature run company no ono na o se ene dia ena ni nua ba o ye Kufuor ba ne dia director. Two people. But I was at that time no na Chief Kufuor no how much is he worth na ni sika ye sen ni nua ba no ye director no ono na ni sika ye sen Kufuor ma mienu bie company in 2002 on papa be the president na make sure Kufuor how diabolic dreamer or these state institutions edi Ghana. What was said here? You can say Kufuor as a politician is a criminal, a wolf. Try there. Strategy for investigations, no. This is what they came up with. Strategy found that Prudential Bank coordinated financing for the acquisition and completion of the hotel. Kufuor president na neba ni kapre no, and a Prudential Bank for and omo ye den omo coordinating financing omo pay sika from sa bank and any other banks and omo de ba Kufuor ba no kwan na president na Kufuor and a president. Suddenly or interestingly banks nyina e state banks omo nyina ba together so omo ma Kufuor ba no sika podium na koto hotel na Chief Kufuor no ye hwan their role will play Kufuor ba boy no Kufuor Junior no ye wine. Now, Chief Kufuor applied to Prudential Bank Limited (PBL) to mobilize about $6 million to acquire, complete, and operate the hotel. Chief Kufuor instructed the Prudential Bank. Any other bank say omunjiji sika $6 million. So some na ye kan 2002. Unim sika kan wasem. 2002. Unim maybe $6 million. Unim sa sika no unim se di etie. And the cross $6 million. Ubetumi akain. Kufuor ne ba oni kapre otumi instructed banks emo mutumi put it together $6 million. This is 2002. Ma mention wa there make sure who Kufuor is any part one no. Role of National Investment Bank. You didn't catch a Prudential Bank. Now National Investment Bank also eka ho ena mo Jesus ka di free mo. Strike findings. The commission found that NIB, National Investment Bank, participated in financing the project. NIB so do musika ko shemu. Oh, Papa be president 2 years ago, so 1.5 years. Suddenly, what to me, I'm making sure that banks where you now will be a company in 2002. Banks where you need to make raise sika at the amount. NIB, National Investment Bank, Meno Bank. They took that money almost can one pumping sikama Kufuor ba. Now report wedding. NIB is reported to have agreed to finance the hotel with an amount of $2.5 million, which includes an equity subscription of $200,000. NIB, a bank nisika $2.5 million. Kufuor ba be a company 2002. Oni new bank one company nim. On papa na president. Omo timi get state banks, any other banks to give them over $6 million. You think it's a joke? Ade way and ka Mahama ba and Mahama ba president and we be a hotel and banks am $60 million and can kebeda kuma. Ose Kufuor dey angel. Ma me anka Kufuor asem. Now, this is the Shraj report that be really chill. No, me we are na machire say, mo papa Kufuor onya angel, mo papa Kufuor onya disabled, mo papa Kufuor just lazy. And nobody is going to force me to change my words because maybe you want to put him in that category of Kufuor disabled. Because me but I want people to know Kufuor, who Kufuor is. I'm about 20 years. Now let me show you this. Shraj report payment to Anthony Saud. Or say the commission found that the former owner of the property, Anthony Saud, was paid in installments. Ukuanima report wedding. Mr. Anthony Saud was paid $3.5 million for the hotel in 2 installments. You can say installment. Omutia 3.5 million. 2 installment. Omutia bako and be $3.5 million. Kufuor bano konye skani free. Company obi in 2002. The investment net saying. How much was that company worth to be able to make sure state banks raise $6 million a Kufuor who was buying the hotel? Yet it's Ghana, Yanka Kufuor asem. Most of them can kwasi asem. Mona makofa wo yaba wo. Yebe bie Kufuor too. He has no credibility in politics. As a father, I respect him. As a grandfather, I respect him. As an Ashanti elder, I respect. But Kufuor as a politician is a criminal, and that will follow him. Because nyoma Kufuor ye no se atrani asese o san kenne Kufuor dem. Hey, mama chama debi report specified 2 million on February 27 2004 and 1.5 million on August 2004. And that's how they paid the money. Right. ECOWAS Regional Investment Bank, a bank some use here, NIB, Prudential Bank, ECOWAS Regional Investment Bank, Omuma loan, saying Shraj confirmed approval of financial support from ERIB, ECOWAS Regional Investment Bank. Now, the report said further support came from the ERIB with an approval of a loan facility of $1 million on August 17, 2005 for Kufuor Sons Company. Remember, company where I just $6 million. So nipa mi nupe ene yomu dia Kufuor baba ene ne baba. Osi me anka Kufuor wasem. Enti me kire mo se Kufuor no anka dis anko gina bedwom kura kasa. No. Nobody should give Kufuor any space to speak in Ghana politics. Mo betu ehun be hyem me ko mu. Na no be am free ba. Ana mo bodam. Let me show you Kufuor, the damage Kufuor did. Allegation that President Kufuor was the real owner. Investigations from Shraj, and I'm really sure no. Shraj did not find substantial evidence proving that President Kufuor secretly owned the hotel. But listen, although the exact final wording is not fully reproduced in the sources available online, the overall conclusion reported publicly was that, and I quote, the evidence supported ownership by John Kufuor. 2. Not hidden ownership by the president. This is reflected in the headline reporting of the findings. Chief Kufuor, sole owner of the hotel Kufuor. The main aim was for Kufuor to own the company or own the hotel, and then making it look like it belongs to his son. So you see, when Shraj did all their report, you will not find Kufuor's name in there. So, hotel near Kufuor there. But when you go back to check how Chief Kufuor editing nearby, it will be a company. 2002. Omutumi F4C, state institutions, state banks to give them $6 million. Who influenced that? Because Chief Kufuor they don't have that money. That company was less than 2 years. That company had only 2 directors and 1 signatory. So how were they able to raise that money? It was because Kufuor was president and he influenced that process. Yes. Now, Mamen Show, Shraj conclusion, what did they say? Ownership of the hotel. Shraj conclusion. Shraj concluded that the hotel was legally owned by John Kufuor. That is what Kufuor wanted. Through a company called Airport West Hospitality Company Limited. So that is what Kufuor wanted to establish. hotel no media ba mema me ba no and I dey edi enim into 2002 meti company me ba be ma me ba no nkwa na be lead me di nim into echi omo kra you can't mention my name. That was the master plan. Now Mr. John Ado Kufuor, the son of President John Agyekum Kufuor, is the sole owner of the property near the president's private residence known as Hotel Kufuor. Baby na Kufuor no hotel ni sino. Sa hotel wa no na ene Kufuor private residence na share wall. Do you understand? Sa hotel na in their friend Regency Hotel so dey na Accra no. Right now it is called African Regent Hotel. Sa hotel na almost $6 million those times no. Na ene Kufuor private residence na share wall. J.A. Kufuor president no hotel na baneto no ene Kufuor efiri na share wall. What are you telling me? Ose Kufuor is corrupt. He's the worst president in the history of Ghana. Yes, me chamo Kufuor no. Muna mo pushi mo de share bracket bi me fa Kufuor share bracket bi amo. Muna mo se Kufuor disabled. Kufuor is not disabled. It is amo besa mo come asama monka. Mema kwasi bi antal Kevin Taylor say and the yare about Kufuor the doctor's report actually. Kufuor publishing the doctor's report so disabled. Yeah, ka Kufuor dwuma obedi ya obo Ghana kro mo de mo kwasi atete Facebook ni TikTok ejimi mo ho. Why na me ya MPP ni ba ekuta card. O say NDC for na menkasa na NDC papa dia. Mo bodam. Ma me who Kufuor is. Now, overall takeaway from the strike findings. What strike effectively concluded? The hotel was legally owned by John Ado Kufuor, which is what Kufuor wanted to do from the beginning. Because no one say fraudulent, but on why ya betchino to the nembana nebeye. 2. Financing came through banks and institutional loans. 3. The president was not proven to be the hidden owner. And 4. Strike did not establish criminal corruption against President Kufuor. At that time, who is strike to say Kufuor has committed a crime? Because from day one, J.A. Kufuor planned this very well so that the arrow, the direction will not come to him. So you will never say Kufuor, but Uniminyansa now assess the beginning. Oma be a company, no, the number of people in the company, how these banks all came together to give them money. Then you will know that the hotel was being purchased by J.A. Kufuor. I don't know one country, but on paper. So we are rational now. Kwasi the same people in one person, you will see Kufuor basically influence the process to buy that hotel because it shared a wall with his private residence.